The Chrism Mass. The Mass of the Oils and the unity of the Church. The Chrism Mass manifests the communion of the priests with their bishop. CCC 1565. Celebrated by the bishop with his presbyterate, the Chrism Mass manifests the unity of the diocesan church and prepares the sacramental life of the year. The Chrism Mass is the solemn liturgy in which the bishop consecrates the sacred chrism and blesses the oil of the catechumens and the oil of the sick, ordinarily celebrated during Holy Week, traditionally on Holy Thursday morning. Though not part of the Paschal Triduum, it is intimately connected to it. Biblical foundations. Anointing is a sign of consecration, Exodus chapter 30, verses 22 to 33. Healing, Isaiah chapter 1, verse 6, James chapter 5, verse 14. Kingship and priesthood, 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 13. Christ fulfills all anointings. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me. Luke chapter 4, verse 18. Catechism of the Catholic Church. CCC 695, oil signifies healing, strength, and consecration. CCC 436, Christ means anointed one. CCC 1293-1297, sacred chrism is essential for confirmation. CCC 1513, oil of the sick used for anointing. CCC 1243, oil of catechumens strengthens before baptism. Early Church. By the 3rd to 4th centuries, bishops alone blessed sacramental oils. The blessing of oils was closely associated with Easter baptisms. Apostolic tradition, attributed to Hippolytus, 3rd century. The bishop shall give thanks over the oil and say, sanctify this oil. Medieval and Roman Rite. The Chrism Mass became fixed in Holy Week, emphasizing episcopal unity. Preparation for Easter sacraments, reserved strictly to the bishop, highlighting apostolic succession. Liturgical ritual and structure. A. Gathering of the presbytery. Priests from across the diocese can celebrate. Visible sign of communion with the bishop. CCC 877. The bishop is the visible source and foundation of unity in the local church. B. Renewal of priestly promises. Priests publicly reaffirm obedience to the bishop. Fidelity to priestly ministry. Commitment to Christ the High Priest. CCC 1547. The ministerial priesthood is a participation in the priesthood of Christ. St. John Chrysostom, the priest stands on earth yet ministers heavenly things. C. Blessing and consecration of the oils. 1. Oil of the sick. Used for anointing of the sick. CCC 1513. The special grace of the sacrament of the anointing of the sick is comfort, peace, and courage. Saint Innocent I, 5th century. This anointing is a remedy for both body and soul. 2. Oil of the catechumens. Used before baptism. CCC 1243. The pre-baptismal anointing signifies cleansing and strengthening. Saint Cyril of Jerusalem, as Christ was anointed, so are you anointed, that you may be strengthened. 3. Sacred chrism, most solemn moment. Oil mixed with balsam. Bishop breathes over it, epiclesis. Used for baptism. Confirmation. Holy orders. Dedication of altars and churches. CCC 1294. The bishop consecrates the sacred chrism for the whole diocese. Saint Ambrose, after the anointing, you are called Christian, that is, one anointed. The Chrism Mass reveals who Christ is, who the Church is, and how grace flows through sacramental life. Christ is the Anointed One. The bishop safeguards apostolic unity. Priests renew their sacred ministry. The faithful receive the grace of salvation through the sacraments.